with head coach Sean Kiracofe. Lady Demons, homecoming win today. 3-1 over Lamar. That's always fun. Not often, we talked about this on Monday, not often do we even get to be in town for homecoming, but not only to be in town, to be able to play, and to get a win. It's maybe a little bit sketchy there after those first two sets, but got the win, bottom line.
Yeah, I mean it is a unique thing that we get to be here on, homecoming. So I'm happy for the team to be able to experience all of that, which is great. And yeah, I mean to go out tonight and hang out with everyone that's come into town for homecoming, and to have a win, I mean, just makes it that much better.
So let's start with those first two sets because it really felt like you guys came out with some energy. Kills were there, blocks were getting made, serves were keeping them just completely out of system, and really. Probably two of the better sets we really needed to start this match.
It was. I mean, we scored at a high percentage. I mean, we were earning those points. We weren't just putting them in situations to where they were going to get errors or give us errors and have free points. So really happy with that. They made some adjustments to just control what they were doing and kind of change where they were hitting. And then they had the sub on the right side with 23 coming in for 7. And 7 had been really... a really high efficient attacker for her here for the last few matches, and we were able to do a lot to slow her down, but just that change of pace with 23 was able to start scoring for them, which then just does what you want. I mean, we're allowed to open things up for the middle on their right side, or excuse me, their outside. And then, I mean, to be honest, we stopped being as disciplined as we needed to be on certain assignments, and it just opened the door for them to be able to win that third. But I know I'm doing all the talking and you're not allowed to talk here. I thought we settled down well in the fourth to obviously close out the match.
Well, they want to hear what you have to say about the match.
No, it's all you, Brad. It's all you, Brad.
Way more than what I have to say. But yeah, like you said, settled back down in the fourth. And the interesting, I guess you mentioned the change that they made. 6 blocks for us in those first 2 sets, just 1 in the third and fourth set. And it really, like I said, it changed the dynamic of how the match was going.
Yes. So part of their game plan is honestly what we did in 15, 16 and 17 is, you have got to go out there and be unbelievably aggressive from the serving line, which then allows the offense to be predictable and for them to be in an opportunity to have a closed block, a solid block, and then it's up to us to take good swings. Sometimes we made good swings. I mean, there was several times to where, our pins made fantastic swings down the line, but their blockers just put a hand out there and made the play. But it wasn't necessarily a bad swing by us. But yeah, I mean, they started serving really tough, and that's how they beat Commerce the other night. They had 14 aces, and so that's fully something that they're capable of. And they knew that they got in a position going into set 3 that they had to bomb away back there to be able to get us out of system, or it just wasn't going to work out for them tonight.
Talk about Bree for a second. Been kind of maybe a little bit of a dip for her, just in production that we're used to seeing. She comes out tonight. 5 kills, no errors in the first set, finishes with 16, a really good performance from her tonight.
Yeah, a bounce back for her, which was great. And, I mean, our thing is, we didn't necessarily have this conversation with her, but this was a conversation that was on deck of like, you don't got to change anything. It just wasn't going your way there for a couple matches, which is fine. I never want anyone to believe, even though we have had those players where they got to score, 5+ kills per set. Shout out to the great Hannah Brister and Reagan Rogers. But I mean, we're not in a position from an offensive standpoint that we need anyone to do that. Now, she's capable of that and will absolutely take it. But I mean, I don't want that pressure on her or anyone because we don't need it. So no one needs to be thinking that. So it was just like, stay the course. It'll start to work out. Those things will open up. And it did tonight. She had a fantastic match.
After last week's trip to Commerce and Thursday night against McNeese, how important was this win tonight just from a momentum kind of
Sure.
standpoint?
I mean, honestly, it was a huge win. It was a huge win because we had 2 matches that didn't go the way we wanted to. And we definitely didn't, not even just wins and losses, just we didn't play the way we wanted to. And we weren't able to make adjustments the way we have been, throughout the year. And so just to get a nice little win to cruise into what is a difficult road trip, With that said, Corpus has just dropped 2 in a row. HCU Still have to force that one out. Lost today. So everyone in this conference is both better, and like we've talked about, and is both extremely vulnerable. So if we're on top of what we're doing, and we put ourselves in positions to be able to take advantage of our advantages, I couldn't think of a better word to say to follow that up with. Anything can happen.
It's going to be, we talked about this on Monday, going to be a crazy fun, all those words, next couple of weeks as we close in on that conference tournament. But go win tonight on homecoming. Enjoy it, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thank you.